Thank you for coming. Coach Haynes is joined by safety Nate Hawley.
Again, disappointing game for us. Didn't play, very well. But I give Bowling Green credit. They got talent. Game kind of got into where it's not our type of game when they get up and we can come back. We know that we're not scoring a bunch of points, right now. So it's difficult for us to sit there and stay into it. But again, I give them credit. They very good program, very good team, and they do a good job at Bowling Green.
Coach, Nate's running into the kick of that very first series. Did that set the tone of a mistake-ridden game?
Najee,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, we had a penalty on the kickoff, and then you get a penalty on that. Those are penalties that you can't have, especially when you get stops. But a kid's giving effort. You just got to do a better job with it. But I wouldn't say that set the tone, for the game. There's a lot of game to play early, but that I'm okay with. That one I'm okay with, just because again it's just a kid trying to make a play, and he made one later.
The first three drives, all of them had something like that.
Yeah.
In it. I forget exactly what the penalties were, but you would stop them. You're at the point where you're stopping them. Penalty. Now they go in. How disappointing or frustrating is that? You're doing. Obviously they're going to get yards, but
Yeah.
at a point where you're going to keep them from scoring.
It is, but it's a sign of maturity. You're a young football team. You're going to make young mistakes. That's what happens. We got to get better at it.
I know the first three in particular, too, along with the penalties, they were able to convert, I think, 3 4th and 1s, several 3rd and longs. The deal where obviously the defense, you got to get off the field when you can. You had some chances to these things.
Yeah. They're good. Their guys made plays. So, and we didn't. So, again, we can analyze it all we want. They're back champs for a reason. They're a good football team. And we didn't play our very best. And this is what happens when you play a really good football team and you don't play your best.
Dave, what makes Johnson so tough? Pressure on the defense.
That's our quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just go by numbers. It's just I guess the ability he had to escape today, escape pressure. Because in some instances we'd be in good coverage, and he would just escape the pressure. And any quarterback can buy the receivers extra time to scramble and to get open. It's hard to cover. And if he tucks it and runs, we're all over the field. And now we got to converge and get to him, and that takes time. So his ability to escape our pressure was huge, and recognize what defense we're in. And, they did a good job checking and seeing what we were in and getting to something that works. So that made it tough on us.
Comes a little bit on, we talked about defense, but a little disappointed at all in your offense at 111 yards.
Yeah.
That team was giving up almost 500 yards on defense.
Yeah, we're behind a little bit on offense. Again, everybody want to give our quarterback a lot of praise but this is game 2, for him. And, we still got to have guys around him to make plays and do those things. And, again, I give Bowling Green credit. They're the reason why they're MAC champs, and we're not there yet. We're not at that level right now, and we will get there, promise you.
That's when you really want your offensive line to kind of flex a little bit.
We can keep talking about the offensive line all we want. It's a little bit more than just the offensive line. We're throwing quick passes. Guys got to make guys miss. It's a lot of it that goes with it, just not the offensive line.
George, obviously he struggled. It's come down to a point, though, where you're thinking about going to college, or is it like, okay, I got my freshman here, he's going to learn from this experience?
Exactly. You're going to learn from it.
Nate, is there still fight in this team going forward?
Oh, yeah, we're not going to quit. You know, they were still fighting the team than the majority of guys on the sideline. You know, we don't quit and we won't quit. You know, and there's leaders on the team, and you know, that won't allow us to quit. And you know, me personally, I won't allow us to quit. And then if that takes getting in the guy's face to get them going, hey, that's what we got to do. But they're still fighting this team, and you know, there's still a lot of positive that we can, you know, get to throughout the rest of the season. You know, we can win out, and we got to hope for the best. So we got to fight. We got to fight. We're not done.
Paul, it just seemed like one of the things they did a lot was ISO. Darius is the Apache, and try to get a receiver on him and go deep every time. Is that something that kind of knew they would do coming in, just didn't execute, or did they kind of catch off guard?
Yeah, no, they didn't catch us off guard. We kind of knew that they were going to do that. They got 2 on him, you know, 1 pass interference, and you know, again with, you know, kind of like Nate said, they do a good job of calling it from the sideline, you know. But you got to choose your poison if you're going to try to get after him and hit him, or you're going to sit there and play zone and let him pick you apart, you know, and not have enough in the box to run. And again, that's what the spread offense, when you got really good players, that's what happens. You know, it gets you in a bind of, you know, what do you commit to? And they've done a good job of recruiting. They've done a good job with building that program. And that's where they MAC champs again. I keep going back to it. Like I said, right now they got it rolling. And you know, we will get there.
Paul, I wonder if you could talk about some of the decisions George made with the ball. It seemed like oftentimes one receiver surrounded by 4 white shirts and the ball would go there. If you could talk about just his recognition or where he's at in his development.
I think, again, it's just a second start. You know, and they did a good job of getting him out, flushing out of the pocket, and then he's sitting there trying to throw. But we wanted to challenge him throwing the ball deep. We wanted to throw the ball deep, and again, with a young dude, you're not going to give him 4 or 5 reads. You're going to tell him where to throw the football, and he's going to throw it there. You know, it seems like we get all the calls as far as pass interference and things like that. You wish, you know, it's 50-50 some of the times with those when you throw them up. But I guess they cover better than we do.